The history at Langdon Cliffs goes back even before World War One, like the Langdon Prison, Swingate Communications and the Victorian Gun Battery. We're going to take a look into World War II Langdon Hull. This footpath leads down to Langdon Bay, which played a major part in World War II. Let's take a look. I take the zigzag path down the cliff to what the locals call Dead Man's Beach. In World War I, these searchlight positions were used by Langdon Battery. Its prime objective was to examine unknown ships. These ships would have had to lie under the battery's guns until it was identified. In the Second World War, these searchlights served Fan Bay Battery No. 1 gun. Fan Bay Battery had 3 long-range guns. Only one of 3 of these guns were used by these searchlights. During the hours of darkness of 1942, these searchlights would have been constantly on. These shutters could conceal the light when not in use, but if needed, could be simply pulled back and exposed into near instant use. There were around 3 searchlight positions looking out to sea, covering the eastern entrance to the docks. Today, only 2 of 3 of these searchlight positions remain. One was lost in a cliff fall many years ago. After the fall of France, an invasion on Britain was inevitable. A beach of this size could be attacked by a small body of men, perhaps a commando unit, to take out the batteries above on the cliff. So Langdon Hull was heavily fortified with over 30 feet of barbed wire, and at Langdon Bay they put huge barrels of oil and water, and if they were invaded, could be poured onto the beach and sea and ignited by a rifle shot. This would certainly delay an enemy for a short time. Also on this bay is the shipwreck of a 670-ton steamer known as the Falcon, which caught fire in 1926 on its way back from Belgium carrying matches and hemp. The tide takes it in over time. I go to find some tourists to see what they would know about Langdon Hull. Maybe tell them about some of its secrets. There's a documentary about Langdon Hull, this place over there. Do you know anything about it? No. About World War II Langdon?
Was what?
World War II Langdon, this Langdon Cliffs.
Yes.
Do you know anything about it at all?
No,
not at all. Would you know there's a communication bunker just in the bank over there?
No, I have no idea.
No idea. It's abandoned. It's been abandoned since the Second World War. There's a lot of history around Langdon. Like you've got the searchlights down the bottom there, which is First and Second World War. You've got the Langdon Battery, which is the Coast Guard station now. It's basically played a major part in the Second World War.
What is this thing for?
Coast Guard.
Yeah.
It's a Victorian gun battery up there. That's where one of the battery parts is. That's where it's been on. There's a lot of history here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Do you know anything about Langdon Hull?
London?
Langdon Hull. This is Langdon Hull. Do you know anything about the history?
No, really not.
Not at all. Okay.
We're just outside.
We're doing a documentary, so. Right.
No, we're outside. We don't know really.
That's right. I want to go and see if any of the local people know anything about this fantastic piece of history. Do you know anything about the complex down there that's been sealed up since the 70s?
What, the one at St Margaret's Park?
No, the one just down in Langdon Hull.
Oh, what, you mean the tunnels? That's the searchlight?
No, not them ones. I mean further over. You've got the searchlights down there, and there's a communication, World War II communication facility. Yeah.
But the only other tunnels I've been down here were the ones down the bottom, down in Fan Bay. The searchlight tunnels were originally built for the First World War, for searchlights.
That was for the Langdon in the First World War, wasn't it? Examination, ship examination.
Well, yeah, but also what you had in the First World War, they used to, they had a massive great, like if you like a blockade went right the way around, made up of trawler boats, etc. and all that. That was to stop the German E-boats and submarines from getting into the harbour.
Yeah.
And down Fan Bay they had the three searchlights were built so as when they shone out they would illuminate any ships.
Yeah.
You know, mainly enemy ships.
Do you know about the communication bunker in the bank over there?
The communications in where?
Just over there.
No, I don't know anything about it.
It was about 100 feet underground.
I didn't know that. I thought it was all based in Dover Castle, having done tours around Dover Castle, and they tell you all about the use of the tunnels in World War II. I didn't know that there was also any communication centre here.
Just in this bank here is the underground communication facility, which we're going to take a look at right now.